everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jasmine. For those who are new, I'm a casual reseller on the US and Canadian Poshmark app as well as eBay. Sorry for my voice, just to give a heads up, I am getting over a cold, so my voice isn't 100% back. But I do have a couple of sales I have to get shipped out today, and I'll show you what sold. As always, if you like reselling content like this, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. So I had one sale on eBay. It was this Nike San Diego Padres MLB jacket. I had it listed around $60 US and I received an offer of $30. And considering the conversion rate, I decided to take the offer, and it took a couple of years to sell. I probably picked this up when I was diving into sports goods, and my husband was also sourcing with me as well. So we picked this up together. I'm just glad to have received an offer on the item just so that I can get the stock moving. On to my Poshmark sales. The first sale are these pair of Sorel boots. They are a kid size, size 4, and they are a youth. So I think when I first picked them up, I thought they would be smaller sizes, because looking at the actual size of the boot, size 4 is actually pretty large. You'd probably have to be at least grade 5 or older. I'm thinking that Frozen's not that popular as you grow older for girls. I bought a bunch of these through retail arbitrage and thought this is a really good deal. I got them for less than $20 or $15 each, so considering they are high quality boots, Sorel's a really well-known brand. Frozen was really popular at the time. I thought these would do really well, but I've sat on them for a really long time, and thinking back at it now, it's probably because the sizes are so large. So I had these listed for $50 each, and I received an offer of $30. So just considering all the things I mentioned, I decided to just take the offer. This is a sale on Poshmark Canada. They are a pair of Everlane jeans, and I was really excited to see Everlane. They don't sell as fast as they used to, I find, but this also has quite a bit of wear to it, which I don't know. I think I was just too excited that I saw Everlane and didn't really look them over too much. So they do have quite a bit of wash wear. It does have a natural acid tone to it. There's like small holes here. So I had them listed pretty low considering my normal listing price for Everlane jeans. I had it listed for $35, and surprisingly, I received a reasonable offer of $31, which I of course accepted. And these took, I'm gonna say, less than a year to sell, but yeah, I probably wouldn't have picked these up if I noticed how much wear they had to them, and I think I didn't list them right away, so I didn't see the flaws and I couldn't return them. Looking back, I probably would have returned them in the store. Next are another pair of jeans that sold on Posh Canada. This is the brand The Castings. If you've never heard of it, this is a brand that is sold at Aritzia or was sold at Aritzia. I had picked these up a while ago as well. I had them listed for probably $60 or $65, and I received an offer for $50, which I accepted. And like I said, these I've had for a while. They are kind of a more desirable style. They're not a skinny jean, which isn't really in anymore. They are a boyfriend fit, but again, they sat for a while. I'm glad to have received a reasonable offer on these. If you're curious on any of the supplies that I use, I do have some listed in my description box, and for the most part, I buy everything on Amazon. It's just the easiest. I find probably one of the more cheaper methods of buying shipping supplies. When I do buy shipping supplies, I try to reuse things when I buy things online, repackage like the plastic bags if I'm buying clothing or boxes, etc., just to be more cost efficient. Next sale, this was also on Posh Canada and my last sale. These are a pair of TNA, they are called the Alex pant. They are in a size medium. They're just a black pair of joggers, and they have a cuffed hem. These I had listed for $60, and they actually sold full price for $60. So sometimes you just have to wait for the right buyer to pick your item up. These pants probably retailed for close to $100. And even though they do have sales sometimes, I find that the colors for their certain styles are always like the odd colors, the ones that are really ugly, and not the neutral tones. They don't go on discount for very much. So I find that there are certain styles and pieces that sell better for Aritzia. And of course, the loungewear pieces of the brand TNA, they tend to do well. Babaton, Wilfred Free, those are the brands that sell better compared to like Tallulah, I find doesn't sell for that much. Sunday Best also doesn't sell very well. I'm trying to think of what else there is. Yeah, Babaton, Wilfred Free. Wilfred Free kind of not so much. I find like Babaton and Wilfred, they do the best. TNA, they have good loungewear pieces, so people really like TNA brand. Yeah, Community, sometimes it depends on this piece and the style. I'm trying to think, but off the top of my head, those are the brands that do better, and then as I mentioned, the other ones don't do as well. Okay, sorry, I had to relocate because my battery for my camera is dying and I have it plugged into the wall right now. So I had to relocate and move all my items, but anyways, this is the next item. It is a Lululemon Restless pullover. It is branded with tags, which I was definitely surprised when I found it in the thrift store. And it was priced pretty high, but I got it for half off, so not as bad. And I know that this style, along with the Swiftleys, they tend to do really well, which I will tell you why when I show you another item. But this I had listed pretty high just because it is branded with tags. It is an older pattern, so some people might be looking for this particular pattern and they can't find it anymore. So I had it listed for $70, and I received an offer of, I think, $30 or $35, which I could have accepted, but I didn't want to because I knew that this could go for more considering that it was branded with tags. And I countered back with this buyer for a couple of days and we settled at an offer of $45. And it took less than 3 weeks to sell, I'm going to say. Okay, now this is the item that I was talking about. This is a Swiftly and it is quite a nice color as well. Oh, this is in a size 4, I think. Yeah, and the Restless pullover was also in a size 4. So this I had listed for, I think, $60. And I received an offer for $50, which I accepted. And, you know, considering the other one was brand new with tags and this one is not, it is in excellent condition though. I probably could have gotten more for the Restless pullover, but, you know, I'm just trying to get things moving. And yeah, long sleeve Swiftleys, they tend to go for around the $50 mark if they're in excellent condition. If they have a few flaws, they still sell. I've sold multiple Swiftleys that had flaws. Like in my previous What Sold video, I sold the short sleeve that had a stain, it had a pull, and it still sold for more than $20. I always like to pick up this style if it's cheap enough in the thrift store. Next sale is another Lululemon piece. This is a racerback tank, but I believe this material is Nulu, so it's a newer style. It didn't have a size dot, which always sucks, but I just measured it out. I had it listed for around $35 or $38. I received an offer of $20, and it was a closet clear out day. So I messaged the buyer, asked her if she was willing to meet at $25 with discounted shipping for a closet clear out, and she replied yes, that works out. So I lowered the price to $25 and she bought the item. And this was also a newly listed item as well. It took less than a month to sell. Okay, next item. This I was Glad to have received the offer, but I was really hoping for more. This is for Love and Lemons, and it is branding with tags. I remember sourcing this. I think it was from a Salvation Army, and when I found it, I was so shocked to, one, have found this brand because I don't come across this brand often, if at all, and it was brand new. So I had it listed probably for 2 years. 2 or 3 years, I think. It was definitely either before the pandemic or maybe mid-pandemic. I think I had shown this in a haul. But anyways, I had it listed for $100, and I had received an offer for $50, which, you know, it's kind of an insult to have received a 50% offer on an item. I went back to look up the style for recent comps, and they were kind of all over the place. The most recent sold comp that I saw, it sold for $40, but it wasn't brand new, and it was, I think, a different size. This was an extra small, but anyways, so I was looking back at comps, and the second last one, I think, was sold in April, and it kind of sucks because you can't see the year of when it got sold, but obviously we're not in April yet, so it would have been April of last year, if that. So it is an older style. It's probably not as desirable as, you know, newer for Love and Lemon pieces. So I ended up just taking the offer. I really wanted to counter. I had sourced this for less than $20. I think probably $15, if I remember correctly. And, you know, I've had it for so long. I'm glad to have finally sold it, hoping that the buyer enjoyed her good deal. The last item I have are these UGG boots. I'm kind of selling UGG boots a lot lately. These are size 6. They are in pretty good condition. They're like a combat boot. These I had listed for $100, and somebody had liked the item. I sent them an offer of $90 with discounted shipping, which she accepted. And these, I don't remember how long I've had them for. I definitely sourced them a while ago, but I don't remember when I actually got a chance of listing them because they were in my kind of money pile, death pile. But, you know, UGG boots are always a brand that I'm looking for when I see them for a decent price, but they tend to be priced really high in the thrift store. So you have to be choosy on what kind of styles that you pick up or the price point that you're picking them up. So those are all the items I have to get shipped out today. I'm gonna say that sales are kind of picking up. I do have consecutive days where I have a lot of sales, and then maybe 1 or 2 days where activity, like even sharing or likes, are lower. So I have no idea what the algorithm is for Poshmark. I'm just trying to list more when I do have time off, but I was sick, so I wasn't able to do any of that stuff. I'm just glad that recent items are selling as well as older pieces as well. So as always, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!